The COVID-19 pandemic has affected educational systems worldwide, forcing the shift from face-to-face learning to online teaching mode. The University of the South Pacific recently opened up its gates to students as Fiji has lessened its restrictions on COVID. Sosiveta Korombiao, a second-year student studying at the University of the South Pacific, had this much to say regarding his challenges he faced during his lockdown period.
I think one of the challenges I face as a student is trying to cope up with my studies. I think sometimes may not know anything about what I'm studying and trying to get emails, and sometimes internet connection may disrupt my studies, just trying to cope and to adapt to the system. I think online learning was a bit hard for me as a student, but as things goes, I'm willing to adapt and willing to learn more through this online system. But yeah, that's the challenge I faced. I think life after lockdown, when restriction was easy on civilians and for most students, I get to come to school. I just live nearby school, so it's just a walking distance. I have the privilege to use resources here at the library, and also there's a 24-hour usage of the labs, and now things are going back to normal. It's much more easier. I think from pre-COVID to after COVID, things are just getting easier for me as a student.
The recent lift in the border restrictions has made it easier for Sosi and many other students who have not seen their family and friends in a span of over 6 months.
I think when borders restrictions were lifted, there were more comfort in terms of relatives coming over. I believe one of my relatives was locked down in Nandi. She works in Suva, so she had to work from Nandi most of the time. And now I could see her life being more focused on work rather than piling things up after being locked down there. So things are getting easier at home. I get to see my relatives and grandparents, so that's the bright side when restriction borders are lifted there.
We can only pray and hope that in the near future everything will get back to normal. This is Water Show for Once on Wara News.